What's up? We're back in business. We're going to check out all these wonderful things that I do not like about my Evo. The things I do not like about my Evo. And I think if you are an Evo owner, then you can relate. So, first things first, it's a Mitsubishi. It's like probably the most undesirable brand that you could possibly buy for a car. I would say that the second thing, it's got to be the maintenance. Like, there's so much maintenance to this car, and the cost is so astronomical for a Mitsubishi that it just makes absolutely no sense. For example, at least on my MR, if you have the MR, then you have the Eibach and Bilstein setup on the suspension. Well, if you want to replace one Bilstein shock on this vehicle from the factory, it's over $1,100 for one shock. That's not the spring, that's just the shock. So if you were to replace just the shocks on this car, it's $4,000 at least. That's just for the OEM replacement if you're buying what it was made for, blah, 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 blah. But that's just a taste of what the maintenance is for this car. I think the third thing that I don't like is like the turning radius. I think especially if you've ever owned an Evo 8, oh my goodness, that's a bad turning radius. It's a little bit better than in the Evo 10, but the turning radius is still not quite there. It's just, it's a bit of a pain, and sometimes when you're trying to sneak into those spots you're trying to get in, it'd be nice to have a little bit more degree of turning. So that's my other complaint. But yeah, so let's complain about some more stuff. My fourth complaint is probably most people's understanding in what the vehicle actually is. People will be like, is that a Lancer or is that an Evo? Well, it's both, and it's just so annoying how many people don't understand that, but it is what it is. But it's a Lancer Evolution, okay? I have the MR in particular, which has an automatic, well, it's not automatic, it's a dual clutch transmission, which is automated. So, but yeah, it's just the understanding of the vehicle that people do not have that's quite annoying. So, yeah, let's complain about one last thing. All right, so my last thing, honestly, is the interior. When I first got like my first Evo 10, I wasn't like big on, like, I was just, I guess, euphoric about the vehicle, and I didn't pay attention too much about the quality. But after owning the second one and just kind of seeing the plastics that they use, I mean, literally everything is pretty much as cheap as you could go all the way around. The only place there's any money put in is into the beautiful Recaros. So like, this is aftermarket, like I did this myself, stitched that and whatever, so I couldn't really stand that OEM look. But yeah, I think the interior is my last complaint. It's just, I mean, all my plastic is scratched here. Like when I'm in the sun, I know you can't see it well on camera, but like this is all like scratched, like, so when the sun hits it, it looks like nasty paint and all that stuff. So yeah, but I think that pretty much wraps all that up. So those are the 5 things I do not like about my Evo. You got to know. So I think that everybody has something in particular that maybe they don't like about their vehicle. So I think it's great to be transparent. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one, and take it easy.